Hey fam, good morning, good evening, good whatever it is where you are when you are. Um Sorry I'm a little late with these videos, but I went out of town this weekend. Had a wonderful weekend. But I am here now. I'm gonna get all this stuff loaded and added up and all that good stuff. We're gonna start with Beauty Bar. And the community is growing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all know what to do. Click like, hit that bell, subscribe, all that good stuff. Um, Beauty Bar. First of all, they said next week is the finale. How the fuck is next week the finale? We ain't had but about 5 episodes. What kind of season is that? I guess they wanted to see if anybody will look at it. Shit, I don't know. So we'll see what VH1 gonna do with this. But in the meantime and in between time, let's just get to what happened last week. So one thing I like about the show is that every week it seems like they highlight somebody and they show you somebody's talent and their work. And for that, I can appreciate it. We've seen V do her thing. We've seen Henry do his thing. It did a little something on Nordic with his barbering skills. We've seen Princess with her wigs do her thing. We've seen the two makeup artists, do a face or two. And so this week we had Rail showing us what he could do with his locks. And it looks like he is a pretty talented loxologist, they say. Loctician, I believe it is. But it looks like he is pretty talented. He just has to build up a clientele, and that's not easy. Moving to a new city and in a place like New York where you have a larger market. He was coming from Atlanta, and I know Atlanta has a lot of locks and all of that good stuff, but it seems like he had built a clientele, however he did it. So coming into a new area where you have to prove yourself, like people hold on to hairdressers for dear life. And you find somebody you like, you want to hold on, and you're not going to keep moving around and giving a lot of people a different options and chances. And you know what I'm saying? And it's something like locks where you get one bad twist, it could take a while to get it fixed or whatever the situation is. So anyway, but he had a client come in. I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but I wanted to just say that piece. But he had a client come in, and it looks like the client, he had solicited the client, whether it been social media or something like that. And everybody in the shop was impressed by what he did, which leads me to believe that he really ain't had no clients. Because they act like they were really shocked that he got a client. Oh my gosh, she's doing really good. Oh, he is walking. Oh, he's moving really quickly. So I don't know how many clients you done had, real, but it looked like you ain't had a lot. But anyway, that was great. So that was a sidebar because that was way in the middle of the episode. But the episode starts off with some team building. The owners have this big VIP meeting party that they do every year coming up, and they want to build the team. They want the team to work together because Henry is like, this is a very important event. We can't fuck it up. You're not going to embarrass me. Okay. They playing flag football. I mean, and it was what you expect. They started off not really wanting to do it, but they ended up look like they were having fun. Rail looked like he's real athletic. He was like, don't let the smooth taste fool you. This little gay boy can run. This little gay boy can play some football. And I think he impressed Nordic a little bit because I think Nordic felt like, oh, shit. I'm the only one out here that know what I'm doing. But Rail showed he had a little bit of talent. He showed he had a little something going for him. And after the flag football, they all went out for drinks. And to me, that was the more team building than the actual flag football event. But the flag football event led to the team building, so okay. While they were at drinks, all of them let down their guards. All of them opened up and shared something really tragic. Kevin talked about how he had been homeless. Rail, got into how hard it was for him. They all kind of got into a little bit of their personal story and shared a little bit of their personal story. And I think that helped everybody understand, you know what, we all have a struggle, and we've all come from somewhere, and we need to set that bullshit aside and let's really find a way to work together. Like, my story is no more important than your story, and my story isn't any more tragic than your story, and we all have one, and it leads us to be the person that we are, like why we are the way we are, and maybe why we act the way we act sometimes. So I think that was great. But you know, it's reality TV, so you know that shit don't last. But for the moment, I think it was great. And I do think for some people, it resonated more than others. So I'm gonna say that. They move on from there, and I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Um, Talia, oh, that was yeah. Talia talked about how she ran away from home when she was 15. Talia opened up a lot in her story, and we know Talia has a story. She's just such a bitch that you don't really get to the story beyond this. You don't get past it, and I'm sure that the bitch is her defense mechanism. I'm certain of it, and I get that. I get that. So anyway, Rail takes Princess out to talk, and Rail and Princess are talking because Rail still hasn't shared with Princess that he wants to leave, that he wants to move. And I think Princess sat on it for as long as she could, like waiting for him to come to her, and he never did. So she finally just says, look, is this something you want to tell me? What's going on? And, you know, Rail is like, what you talking about? And I think Rail, the fact that he hadn't talked to Princess tells me he hadn't made a definitive decision. I think in his mind, he was like, I'm leaving, I'm leaving, I'm leaving. But because I don't think he would have ever left Princess in a lurch or left her hanging, the fact that he hadn't sat down and talked to her about it tells me that he was still on the fence. That he still was holding on or trying to wait or look for a reason to stay. But I think Princess did do the right thing and went to him and said, hey, look, best friend. You know I got your back. And you know I would never let you stay in an unhealthy situation. However, have you done all you can do to build up your clientele? Have you gone out? Have you hustled? Have you done social media? Have you, because the reality is people ain't just going to knock on the door. That we know that walk-ins exist, but you can't make money. You can't make a living off of walk-ins. You have to build a clientele. And I think he needed to hear that. He needed someone to put a foot in his ass. His family did it too. His family did it too, but you know, things coming from your mom versus things coming from a friend, sometimes they hit you differently. I know my mom can tell me whatever. My mama don't cut. She don't hold her tongue and she don't pull back or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it coming from her is different than when my best friend puts a foot in my ass. And so I think that in Rail's mind, hearing it from Princess and hearing it from his family maybe resonated. I mean, he had a moment, he cried, he walked away, but he didn't get angry. He didn't cuss her out. He didn't get angry. So for that, I'm like, okay, cool. And they had that best friend moment. They had their best friend moment. So we get back to the shop. Henry's out because he's sick. And they end up having a party. They had something with Talia and the makeup and all that. I don't give a fuck about that shit. The lady that she did the makeup for as the bride wanted to do a photo shoot, and she had Talia do her makeup. And, you know, it was more the same with the girl being picky and Talia telling her, no, you don't know what the fuck you want. You think you know what you want, but you don't know what you want. Let me tell you what you want. And the girl was like, okay. I don't care about that. But they had this party at the shop. Now, maybe I'm just old and out of it. Maybe I just am that. But I ain't never in my life. First of all, they drink on the job. I ain't never seen that. They drink on the job. Cause here's the thing. I don't want nobody doing my hair that's drunk. Maybe I'm crazy, but I just don't. Two, Henry's away, and they think it's a good idea to have a party. I ain't never seen that. Who does that? Who has a party when their boss is not? Who the fuck does? Anyway, so they had some few friends. It was like a bad fucking 80s frat party that they invited a few friends to come over, and next thing you know, the salon is full of people, and they are wilding out. They got drinks flowing, V up on the chair. They got a speaker, a floor to the fucking ceiling speaker. What the fuck? Who does that? And then when Henry comes in the next day, they act like he don't have a right to be fucking mad. Talking about, I think he just mad because he wasn't there. No, he mad because that's his fucking business. That's his place of work. And y'all acting like it's somebody's basement who mama went out of town for the weekend. What kind of shit is that? It just irritates me. These millennials and their mindset sometimes, it just fucking irritates me. But anyway, so they had the party. Princess meets one of Nordic's friends. Now here's the thing, Princess. When a man nickname is the Vagina Slayer, he probably not somebody you need to mess with. I'm just gonna say that. Now, to Princess's credit, she pulled him to the side and said, look, I ain't trying to be another notch in your belt. I know what your nickname is. If this ain't real, let me know and we can part as friends. But who the fuck gonna say, oh yeah, you right. I was just trying to get them draws, girl. Of course he gonna play his game and he gonna run his game because that's his name is the Vagina Slayer. So anyway, that's the party. Henry comes in the next day and lights their asses up and tells them, he said, if it wasn't for this fucking VIP party I had coming up, I'd fire all y'all asses. But the fact that I need you right now more than you need me is the only reason why y'all asses still got a job. But I got my eye on every single one of y'all motherfuckers. And again, he has the right to feel that way. Because had somebody tore up that damn something in that shop or broke something or gotten hurt, God forbid V.S. fall off the damn chair drunk and hurts herself, that's his business. That's his ass. And I don't think people see the full scope of that. Now, granted, the fact that he lets them drink on the job, that's a whole nother problem. But I ain't going to go down that road today. Then we get to the VIP party. Oh, I'm sorry. Princess is doing, they're going to feature Princess's wigs at the VIP party. So she gets to launch her wig line at the VIP party. And, they're going to exclusively be available at House of Dolls. That kind of thing. So it's a great opportunity for Princess. A great opportunity. So she's got Rail helping her with the wigs, which is kind of giving him a sense of, a sense of something to do. And he knew it. He was like, I know she just, I know she hyping me up. I know she trying to give me something to do for the purposes of, just staying in town. I know that's what she doing, but it's all good. I'm gonna play her game. And it's a lot on the line for Princess. You know what I mean? Like, this could go left or right. It could launch her. It could put her in a different area, or it can, she could flop. So we get to the party. Talia's already pissed off because in Talia's mind, she's the fucking superstar. And she should be out mingling with the guests. And she is a VIP. No, bitch. You work for the shop that's throwing the VIP party. Meaning, you need to do what needs to be done behind the scenes to make the party successful. No, you don't need to be out mingling until it's time to mingle. So if there's a fashion show, a wig line launch, whatever is going on, and they say they need you to do faces, then they need you to do faces. They need you to do your makeup. And you're not done until everybody's makeup is done. V decides to make up with Henry. She's going to get the artist that she had done the photo shoot for. She's going to get the artist to perform. She was like, as a treat to Henry, no, you're just trying to get back in his good graces, but I like your hustle and I ain't mad at you. So she gets the lady to perform. But they agreed to do her hair and makeup. Well, I don't think that's a problem. Fair exchange ain't no robbery. If she's performing for free, at the very least, what y'all need to do is do her hair and makeup for free. I don't think, especially since this is y'all are showcasing the salon. Like, that's the purpose of this party. So that should be a given. That should be automatic. So she gets there and Kevin's running late, which is the problem. That's where all of this started, is because Kevin was running late. Had Kevin been there on time, I don't think the situation would evolve the way it did. Because Kevin was late, it fell on Talia to really start doing the makeup. And she was really doing more of the makeup. And then when the artist shows up, they're like, okay, Kevin shows up, the artist is there, and they're like, Kevin, you gotta do her makeup first because she's gonna perform, and then we'll get to the models who are gonna do the wig, who are gonna be modeling the wigs. Well, Talia is like, the fuck? I'm sitting here doing all of these damn faces, and you gonna go do this lady over here who's not even in. And the lady was like, well, wait a minute, I'm performing, like, I'm supposed to get my makeup done, I'm the artist. And so it turned into a big thing where Talia basically blew up and was like, fuck all y'all and I'm done. Now, Princess was a little snotty. She was a little snappy. But that's that artist mode thing. I mean, she was in her zone. She was trying to make sure everything got done. I don't think she was being a bitch to be a bitch. I think she was just like in her mind, like, okay, we got a timeline, we got to get this done, we got to get this done. And it was like, boom, 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 boom. And she was like, Talia, I need you to do this. I need you to do that. I don't think she was trying to be a bitch. And I don't think she was trying to boss anybody around. I think she was just in her zone. Y'all know when stuff is going on. You ever thrown a party and everything, you put all this preparation into the party, but it's so much that just can't be done until the party starts or until the party's getting ready to start, that an hour, 2 hours before the party, you running around like a chicken with your head cut off, and you don't mean to be a nasty, and you don't mean to be bitchy, but it just is, because it just has to get done. You can make, it's one of those things. I apologize later, but I need you to do it now. And I think that's what Princess was. It was, I need you to get these faces done. I need you to do this. Like, don't argue with me. Just do it. I don't think she was trying to be a bitch, but she was. She was being bitchy. And Talia was like, let me tell you what I'm not going to do. You ain't going to talk to me crazy. You ain't going to talk to me like I'm, like whatever. I'm about to go up in this party. I'm about to mingle because I really am a VIP anyway. And that's what she did. She left their asses. She went out front. And she was having herself a good old time. They got it done. The wig line got launched. It looked nice. I'm not a wig person. I want a wig or two in my day, but it looked nice. From the eye that I have, Princess is definitely talented. She definitely has a talent when it comes to doing the wigs and things like that. And everything seemed to go well with the party. Well, the episode ends with Princess and Talia confronting each other, because of course in Talia's mind, I'm getting that bitch together. She don't talk to me crazy. I don't know who the hell she thinks she talking to. And in Princess's mind, well, I'm gonna get that bitch together because who the fuck she thinks she talking to, because I needed her and she walked out on us, and what kind of shit was that? So they get to talking, and of course, they get to arguing, and you know how that goes. I guess they'll come to some sort of conclusion, to agree to disagree or whatever. But I think that the problem is they just don't like each other. And I don't think that there's anything Talia can do to make Princess like her. I just don't. And vice versa. I don't think there's anything Princess can do to kind of make Talia like her. And I don't know why. It's kind of like that whole V thing. I don't think I have enough of the information to know who to blame. You know what I mean? I don't know. Princess is just so stuck on new kid on the block, gotta prove myself. These bitches ain't gonna talk to me crazy. Or if it's really, let me try her, let me see what she really is. And Princess went on to explain that when they were having their moment earlier, she was like, that's why it bothers me so much when people are like, you're not from New York and you're not this. She was like, because all of this it's ingrained in me. It's ingrained in who I am in my childhood. So next week is the finale. We'll see where this goes. I don't know if we're going to have another season because I don't know if anybody else is watching it, but we will see where it goes. I liked it. I mean, so far so good. I mean, it's what you expect. It's a reality show. It's what to be expected with a reality show. But I also think that these people are talented, and they've shown that they're talented. But next week's episode looks like it's really serious. They're going to end it on a really serious note, and we'll get to that next week because I really want to talk about it and dig deeper into it. So keep coming back because I got a bunch of videos to upload today. I hope y'all are having a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.